crabs. While it might start out lighthearted, it actually has a much darker side. This is the story of incarceration, the loss of friends, and sacrifice. It's time to take a dive into the wonderful masterpiece that is crabs. In case you've been living under a rock for the past 11 hours, let me fill you in on crabs. Unfortunately, for legal reasons, I can't show any footage from crabs, and I'm really sorry about that, but you're just going to have to go with me on this one. All you need to know that it is an amazing pantomime, and if you ever can see it, I highly recommend that you do. Now, starting with the music choice. A lot of these songs are famous because they were written by Kevin MacLeod. You may have heard that name, but not sure where. That's because Kevin MacLeod is the famous royalty-free artist. Now, his music is that is free to use for anyone. I'll play some of it now. That probably sounded familiar to you. That's because everyone's heard a Kevin MacLeod song, and they fit perfectly here. Whether it's defining the villain with an excellent main theme, or setting the scene for an excellent beach party, or just relaxing with friends, it fits the tone perfectly. Now, on to the actual story. We follow 4 red crabs. Now, we know they're red because the people who are playing them are wearing red clothes. Now, these crabs are having a wonderful time on the beach, hanging out with each other, playing chess, tossing a ball back and forth. It gives a very nice sense of security for the audience. But we follow our villain next, who is a chef. He serves up the perfect dish. He pours in some ingredients which symbolize the elements in life that make everything wonderful. And then he looks around for the main ingredient, a crab. He sets up a little crab trap, which clearly represents the struggles that everyone faces in life every single day. Now, someone gets trapped in this, a crab, for that reason. Now, this crab that gets trapped represents the helplessness that many of us face in our day-to-day lives. Now, the villain drags the crab away, but then, right when he means to put the crab into the soup, he lets it out, and it chases him all over. At this time, to define this, they use an excellent song choice of Yoshi's Circuit from Mario Kart 8. The crab returned to its friends. Everyone is happy. But then the villain emerges. Now, he symbolizes all the evils in the world that we all have to work together to face. Now, we see the friends form an ultimate form. They power up with sounds from Street Fighter. I know. Then they each take a turn rushing towards the villain. This shows the teamwork that we use in our day-to-day lives. Then one of them runs beyond. Where could he have gone? All of a sudden, alarms blare. Uh-oh, is it gonna blow? Oh, the people must get out of there quickly, but not the villain. It seems he's going to go down with the building. Oh no, but what about the crab stuck inside? As we see in the final scene, the crab's numbers of 4 have now dropped to 3. His sacrifice was worth it though, as those 3 crabs are now free crabs. Let's talk about what all this means and move on to critique, because this definitely has some flaws. For instance, it has no speaking. How are we supposed to know what's going on if we're blind? That really is something they should have thought about, because I believe that this, although I love it as a pantomime because of how deep you can get within the characters, but although I love it as a pantomime, I believe that this is something that everyone should be able to experience, no matter if they're blind or not. It should be a human right at this point. Now, I believe this says a lot about our industry and how, people have to work together and power up to pursue their dreams. Think of the crabs as people, and think of the chef as like the corporate trying to push down the individuals. But we're fighting back, and we may have lost some of us to them. But no matter, we pursued and we succeeded. Now, I believe this film should be shown to anyone who is starting out in theater or ending theater, because no matter what, you can always gain meaning from it. I believe that I will watch it many times before I even graduate, because I think watching this before a show could really get you into the mindset. I believe that this should be something that is used to train people in not just pantomime, but acting in general. It shows a deep emotional story and creativity through people our age. It really is something that I can't describe with words. It almost would be better as a pantomime. And that's why I'm giving this a perfect score. This is the best thing I have ever seen. Ever. Like, no, this is like, I'm telling you, there's like, no. This is the best video out there.